Hello everyone, I am Catechus, and today we will be continuing our guided walkthrough for Breath of Fire 3. Last episode, we found the final fishing spot and crossed a junkyard to see more junk in the other side. This episode, we will explore a weird area called the Colony for some reason. Now sit back and grab some snacks as we dive in. Alright, and here we are with my favorite team. Definitely Momo. She's almost required for the rest of the game, I'd say. So yeah, without further explanation, make sure you bring Momo. She's kinda needed for the colony. And since this is our only option for travel, let's head on in. Wow, what a crappy place. What's that? Oh, but they have satellite TV. I wonder what channels they get. Hopefully something good. Well, maybe if we take a closer look, we can figure it out. Yeah, I wonder what subscription they have. Anyway, before I move, let's go over the enemies, because some of them are kind of weird. Two that we're used to is the Assassin and Thrasher, nothing new there. But for new enemies, we have the Codger, which this old fart is weak to psionic status and death and has no strengths. They have 2 to 3 learnable abilities, depending on how you want to go over this. First off is Bad Back, which is just a wasted turn. Have fun learning that if you're a collector. Then a Flying Kick, which is an agility-based attack, and then a non-learnable ability called Magic Shuffle, which uses a random spell from the game against the target. I believe it's any spell. One of the spells it can use is a learnable one called Ebon Fire, and that is a non-elemental spell that is normally learned from the gooey enemy all the way back in the beginning of the game when you're level 50. Gotta love strings being attached. And then next up for weirdness is the Toxic Man, and yes, there are 3 variants of him. Luckily, all of them are weak to holy, strong to earth status and death, and they all use chlorine to poison a target and venom breath to poison the party. The difference between the 3 versions are their health and their attack for the most part. So the weakest has the highest health but lowest power, the strongest has the lowest health and highest power, and the average is average. But anywho, with that out of the way, let's explore this crap hole. And like Momo said, let's go up the stairs and start a fight. Oh, with 2 Codgers. Fantastic. Well, let's see what happens. Just hit the old auto battle. Well, there's one down. Oh, there's the Magic Shuffle. Ow. Ow. That hurt Momo a lot. Don't like that. Okay, Ryu. Thank you. I was getting a little worried there. Hey, but hey, Ryu leveled up. Fantastic. He's level 27. Oh, good. He's getting that AP. Finally. But, we gotta live. There are no bosses here, so if you have to dip into Ryu's AP pool, feel free to do that. But anyway, gotta keep climbing these stairs. This is a weird looking place, and in through this door. Well, it looks like the same device that was in the basement of Windia Castle, but it doesn't look on though. So if we use this, it looks like we can go anywhere we want. That is a sweet deal. Now before you leave, make sure to grab this satchel. It is the key item key. We could fight in here? Oh, come on. Okay, so we have 2 Toxic Man, and no, I have no idea which ones they are, so I'm just gonna put all 3 up there, have fun figuring it out. And we're just gonna hit auto battle. I honestly don't know any identifying factors between any of them. Let me know if you know what they are. This looks like it might be the weak one. Because it took a lot of damage. Oh well, yeah, they're not great. They're not hard either, they're just weird. Either way, let's get out of this room. Anyway, now that we're outside, we're gonna go down the southwest here and then jump down this little hill, and then we're going to get a new dragon gene. Now this one is the failure gene, and this is another one of those situational genes. So for the most part, when you use it, you're just gonna transform into the dragon whelp, so don't use it unless kinda told to use it. Now that we have that, what we're going to do... Seriously, another fight? Oh, well, here's our missing toxic man. Great. That must have been the strong one. That must be the average one. I don't know. Thankfully, they're not actually that tough. They're just weird. I also love Pecco's just blank stare. Get him with the bloodlust. Oh well. Easy peasy. Just the way I like them. Anyway, down these stairs and inside the first door here. We got a weird room. None of those shelves have anything. It looks a little dilapidated and, you know, combed over already, except for this satchel, which has the deep diver, which is a fishing tool that I believe is the best fish type bait. So another tool in the arsenal of you fisher type guys. Alright, now that we have that, head back outside. And we're not going to go that direction. We're going to get into a fight. Hooray! BRB. Well, that assassin made the mistake of attacking Pecco. Anyway, up the stairs and then around this perimeter here, we're just going to keep following this around. More fighting. BRB. Ah, just a lone thrasher. Poor fella. He never saw it coming. And inside this door here, and this is just a empty corridor, not much to really do in here. And then on the other side, we're gonna go up the stairs into a fight. See where Ryu's standing? Don't jump down that. Easy peasy. Anyway, don't jump down where Ryu is standing. There is a treasure further along here, or a wisdom fruit. Definitely start holding on to any AP gathering stuff like that where, you know, boss's dragon form. We're gonna want to hold on to those things. Anyway, once we're here, we're gonna see a cool scene where Ryu shatters the glass ceiling. I'm gonna see myself out. Now that we're down here, we're gonna have Momo herself investigate this switch and panel in this goofy room. Activating portal drive. Okay. Activation key. Insert the key. Yep, that's why we had to grab it. Well, there we go. It's working now, I guess. Well, let's see here. To activate the portal, align the reflectors to aim the laser into the fuse. The who's a jiggo what now? Okay, that must be where the laser comes out. Then we use these reflectors, which are like mirrors, to reflect the beam. So weird there's no noise. So it hits that fuse thing there. Got it? Sure. It's my guess that this portal drive referred to here is the machine we found that's similar to the one in the castle. But judging by the output, this portal looks like it has a lot larger range than that one. Right, you're losing me. Well, let's give it a try. The switch to align the reflectors is on the stands there. Once we got them lined up, we flip this switch and the laser fires. Got it? Sure. Let's get to work. Alright, so, in short, if you ever want to test, just pull the switch. You can do this as many times as you want. It's kind of cool. I wish they had more puzzles like this, but anyway, you could try it yourself, but because the isometric view, it's really hard to understand where it's really going to aim. So here's the answers. South one, rotate it twice. East one, also rotate it twice. West one, 3 times. There you go. It's just that simple. Pull the lever. We have activation! Look at that light. Wonder where all this junk is in the castle. Anyway, now that we have that, we can exit the room. Alright, now to get back to our fights. Thanks for the interruption, BRB. Silly toxic guy. We have no time for you. Anyway, we go up these stairs, then wrap around to the west, keep going up, and here we are back at the old teleporter, which we can use. I wonder where it's gonna take us. Too late to ask anymore. Wait, where are we? Alright, well, this place looks new. What's this do? Relay point A. Due to an antenna error, this station is locked in auto-receive mode. Please check antenna before initiating transfer. Thoughts, Momo? None? Great. Okay, well, let's head on out. Momo, honey's on the loose. Oh, honey, where are you going now? Now, before I move too much, there are enemies here, but they're all enemies we're used to. Just the Bolt, Bolt Archer, and Bolt Mage. That'll make sense in a bit. But for now, I guess we gotta follow her, and that's true. Just to the northeast here, we have to follow her. Gotta keep following her. It's pretty linear for now. But there are fights. Oh my goodness. Frickin' Bolt Archer. We missed 7 times in a row. Are you kidding me? Anyway, down this hallway. Honey, wait! Honey, where do you think you're going? Translation? Wait a minute. Isn't this... Hold it. If this is where I think it is. Yeah, this definitely looks familiar. This is the Steel Beach. You know, in Irken. Oh, darn it. Just as I thought. The machine guildsmen were surprised to see me. They wanted to know how we got in. Yeah, don't tell them. Well, doesn't this just beat all? After all that trouble to get across the sea, we end up right back where we started. We'll never find God at this rate. Huh. Yeah, it looks like we're back to square one. What should we do now? Good question. It's amazing, though. With that portal machine, we traveled all the way back here in the blink of an eye. Maybe the world's not as big as we think it is. Wait, that's it? What? Portals are relics from ancient times, from God's time. Think about it. The world must be pretty small to God. Okay. God, or the people who made machines, rather, must have used these portals to travel around the world. So in other words, you're saying that God and the machines are connected somehow? Well, I don't know for sure, but... Perhaps the machines are a gift from God. Yeah, that's it! You took the words right out of my mouth. So maybe by using the portals, we could travel right to wherever God is. Yeah, okay. First, let's check out the portal where we just arrived. Come on! So, yeah, I'm gonna stick with my good old-fashioned team here and make sure to fix their formation because, of course, that got all wonky there. However, the next dungeon's actually kind of long. Crap, we got in a fight. BRB. Stupid Bolt Archers. But anyway, like I was saying, the next dungeon is kind of long, so we're actually going to book it out of here and have a nice little save. Luckily, this is not a long jaunt. So, surprised to see me? There's a door inside that we can't open no matter how hard we try. I don't know if we'll ever understand how all these machines work. I opened the door. Anyway, like I said, we're gonna head on out, meet you at Camp BRB. Hey, would you look at this? Grass. How nice. Thoughts, Momo? Somehow I get the feeling no matter how hard I study, I'll never be able to figure out how the portals work. Well, not with that attitude. How about you, Gar? Instantaneous movement between 2 points, no matter how far apart they are. Certainly sounds like something a god would be capable of, doesn't it? Okay, well, you're weird. Dina, make it make sense. We work so hard to get there, and then we're back in a flash. It's amazing, but it also makes me feel pretty silly. Okay, Pecco? Nothing. Great, cool. Ray, are you brooding again? There's so many things in the world we just don't understand. I don't like that. You know, finally, something I can agree with. But for now, I think this is where we're going to call it quits. So this has been part 43 of our Breath of Fire 3 guided walkthrough, where we made it back to where it all started. Fantastic. Stay tuned for the next episode as we check out this new dungeon called Relay Point A. It's not a good name. If you like the episode, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, as it'll help the channel grow. Thanks.